Hi guys, it's Mel here and welcome back once again to my channel, Pebbles and Peach. As a long-time Animal Crossing player, one of the things that I noticed with Animal Crossing New Horizons is that Nintendo kind of drop you into the game and don't explain a lot of things that could be really useful for beginners to the series. So in this video I've listed my best 15 tips to help you begin life on your new island on the right footing, from basic control tips the game never really explains to the best ways of maintaining your island and the most efficient way to spend your Nook miles at the beginning of the game. But before we dive into the video, don't forget to head down and like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss out on any uploads. I upload Animal Crossing content and tips and tricks almost every day at the minute, so hit the bell so you don't miss out on those. Now onto my top 15 tips for starting life in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Tip number 1. Did you know that you can actually hold the B button on your controller to speed up text when you're talking to Tom Nook or any of the other villagers on your island? You can also hold B to run instead of walking, but just be careful as running too close to fish or other bugs will scare them away and you won't be able to catch them. Number 2. When you arrive on your island, it will be covered in weeds, and while it might be tempting to pick these all and sell them whenever you pick them up, try keeping a few aside as you will need them for crafting recipes. So it is good you earn Nook miles by selling some weeds, but definitely try and keep maybe 99 or something to the side to use in future crafting recipes. Tip number 3. Don't smash up all your rocks. If you eat fruit from your island, you will actually gain energy, which will mean that you can break the rocks on your island, but these rocks have vital resources such as ore, clay, and even money sometimes. So instead, just hit the rocks repeatedly with your axe, but make sure you don't eat any fruit first or you will break them, and then you'll have to wait another day for a new rock to spawn on your island. Tip number 4. You can zoom in and out by using the right stick on your controller. Pulling back on the stick can give you a better view of hard to see places, like if there's weeds behind trees or bugs, and it can actually really help while you're fishing or catching bugs. Tip number 5. You can keep shaking trees by repeatedly pressing the A button to get up to 8 branches from a single tree. And while shaking trees, you should always keep your net at the ready in case you come across a swarm of wasps or other bugs, which means that you can run away and turn around and catch them quickly instead of getting stung by wasps. Tip number 6. You can push, pull, and turn items that you place. To do this, you just hold A and move up or down on the left thumbstick to push or pull the item. To turn the item around, you can hold A and hit left or right on the left thumbstick. And to interact with items, you can actually just tap A quickly and that'll let you do things like turn on the little Nintendo Switch or have a look in your cooker or whatever. There's loads of different things you can do. So to do that, you just tap A quickly on them instead. Tip number 7, if you ever get kind of stuck and confused about what you should be doing on your island, you can actually go and head to Tom Nook, who will offer you some words of wisdom if you tell him you're not sure of what to do. So if you do get stuck, make sure you go to Tom Nook and he'll give you some guidance on what you should be doing. Tip number 8, when you get given a DIY recipe, you can actually learn it by tapping A when it's in your pockets. So just go into your items menu, tap the DIY recipe and you will learn it and it will move to your Nook phone and into your crafting recipes. Tip number 9, you can access the mini map from your Nook phone. So in here you can actually change the map so that it's always on, you can turn it so that it's always off, or you can have it come up when you stand still. You can also check things like where resident services is, where the airport is on your map, and you can find out where your own tent or villagers are on the map. So if you kind of want to find one of your villagers and you're not too sure where you've put them, you can access them and find them on the map. Tip number 10. When you're in your items menu, you can actually grab items and move them to organize it. So I quite like having my pocket menu really well organized. So you can actually place certain tools beside each other so that you can access them easily as well. So for example, if I place the fishing rod to the left of my net, then whenever I'm holding the net, all I can do is press left on the D-pad and it will change to the fishing rod. Then if I press right again, I'll go back to holding the net. So it can be a really handy way of flicking between your tools. If you don't want to hold anything at all, you can actually press down on the D-pad and you can run about with your hands free. Tip number 11. At the very beginning of the game, give any fish and bugs that you catch to Tom Nook. After you give him about 5 creatures, he will call Blathers, the museum creator, who will move to your island the next day and you can start your museum collection. Now, on to tip number 12. While you wait for blathers to arrive, you can actually leave the creatures that you find outside the museum. I find it best to look at my Nook phone after catching any fish or bugs. If there's a red dot on it, then I can go in and check what fish or bug that was, and that means that it's the first time that I've caught that creature. So I will go set that outside the museum until blathers arrives. If I've caught the creature already, then I can just sell it for bells instead and make a bit of money. And this is a really easy way to keep track of your museum collection, as you know that anytime you catch a fish or bug, you have brought it to the museum. Tip number 13, don't forget to check your bulletin board in the plaza daily. This will update you on events and different things happening around the island, so definitely head there once a day maybe and see if you've got any new notices. Tip number 14, when you earn 5,000 Nook miles at the beginning of the game, remember to head to Tom Nook to pay off your moving fees. Then, if you speak to him again and ask him about your house, you will get the house the next day and begin the grind to make bells and pay off your mortgage to make your house even bigger and better. To pay off your mortgage, you actually use the Nook stops, which brings us to number 15. The Nook stop is something you should visit every single day. Not only do you get Nook miles for every day that you log on, you can access the Nook mileage program where you can buy special items with your Nook miles, such as tickets that you can bring to the airport to visit other islands. You can buy the tool wheel, which allows you to easily access any tool by pressing up on the D-pad. You can also unlock a host of different hairstyles, hair colours, better tools that won't break as quickly, and other special items that you can wear or use to decorate your home. At the Nook stop, you can also buy different items every day in the shop, even after you build Nook's Cranny, the little shop run by Tommy and Timmy, and you can use the Nook stop to save bells and earn interest, or you can use it to pay off your home mortgage. So guys, hopefully these tips will help give you a really good basis about living life on your new island. Remember, if you get stuck, you can always go and ask Tom Nook for help. Don't forget to leave a comment about any other tips you'd like to see on my channel, or let me know how you're getting on with your own island. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell too for more Animal Crossing and gaming content. Thank you guys so much. See you next time. Bye!